Good evening, folks. Here we are at the Fred Barrett Arena. Our Myers are playing against UCC. That's the Cyclones. 7 o'clock start. It's first regular season game after the tournament. Boys making it to the semifinals. They had a wonderful round robin play, 4-0 with 4 shutouts. And then losing a close one there, 4-2 in the semifinals to Kitchener, who went on to win the championship, or went on to win, the tournament. All right, here we go. Take a look at the other side here. Yeah, it's kind of a hard place to film from because behind me there's a walkway, but then there's all kinds of columns. So this is essentially the view you'll get tonight. Nice to get some heaters, eh? Yep. All right, 1 minute left in the warm-up. We'll have Clément starting in nets tonight. And we'll see what the starting lineup is shortly. small benches, hey? Final warm-up block for puck drop. Stanchions will be in the way. Sorry about that, guys. All right, starting lineup here. Got Bainin and Musi out back. Charles, Watsy, and Newberry out front. 15-minute period coming right up. There we go. Myers winning that face-off. UCC dumping it into the Myers zone. Newberry quickly after it, sends along the boards over to Bainin. Bainin hits Watsy. Watsy puts on the Jets now. He comes over the blue line with a shot right on net. Goalie saved that. Charles was shot right across the crease there towards Newberry. Just missed the mark, and then UCC sends it down the ice. They pick it up. Scapple Holman in the corner. Sends it right out to the slot, but that was steered away to safety by Watsy. And picked up by Charles. Backhanded towards Newberry. He elects to go off for a line change. UCC with the puck. They toss it out to the middle. Ethan picks it up, sends it towards Hayward. That bounced over his stick. Zhang picks it up. He moves up some speed, gives it to Ethan. Ethan sends it in deep. Zhang in after it. DeHugen there for some support. Zhang drops back to the point. Burmaster got it to Ethan, who got a shot off, but that was kept out. Back to Zhang, who sends it to the corner. Nope, Zhang pinching in. He's got the puck. He sends it in deep behind the net for DeHu. It just went over his stick. Barber trying to keep it in there, and UCC picks it up and now sends it deep into the Myers zone. Zhang picking it up. Barber after it. UCC deflecting it forward into the Myers zone. He's in the corner, looking for some options. Tried to send it to the slot. That was picked off by Zhang, who dumps it down the ice. Took a big hit himself. That's icing at 12:55. That was a big hit. He's okay though. Myers win that face-off. Back to Yao. Yao trying to force it forward, but UCC sends it into their zone. Mullins on it. Reverses course, but UCC was right there to pick it up. Now they have it back to the point. Shot. That got deflected wide. Hand checking his man. He didn't get picking up the puck. Hand picking it up. He clears the zone. Sends it down into the UCC zone. Mullins giving chase, hits his man, bumps him off the puck. And UCC tried to clear it down the ice, but Yao was there and he sent it into their zone before they cleared it back out. Charles quickly on it, sends it cross ice to Watsy. Watsy tried to hit Charles again, but UCC was there. A physical game here. Now Newberry picks up the puck. He's skating up with some speed. Tried to go past his defenseman. Caught him up high there. Looks like he's going off. Oh. Wow. What a save. UCC picked up that puck. Came in, got a shot off. The Clement was there to make the save. UCC now trying to get organized in their zone, D-to-D pass. They try to move it up, but Charles deflected that. Now UCC sends it in deep. Oh, I don't know what that whistle is. Would that be icing, I guess? At 11:11 of first period. Yeah, icing. UCC poking it forward out of their zone. Trying to send it up the ice, but Payton stops that, feeds it up to DeHoo. He's battling with his guy along the boards. And then sends it in deep. Burmeister going in after it. Zhang picking it up. Oh, a little bit of a mix-up. Zhang recovers. Gives it to Burmeister, who deflects it into the zone. He goes in after it. UCC with the puck trying to clear it, but Zhang pinches in. Now DeHoo offering support. Puck coughed up, picked up by Burmeister with a nice shot on net. 10:28 of the first period. They find themselves back in the UCC zone. And you guys won't be able to see this face-off very well, unfortunately. To the left of the goalie, it's all these stanchions and everything. UCC winning that face-off back to the D. They cycle it along the boards. Hayward there, sends it right back in. And then UCC clears their zone, so Hayward picks it right back up. UCC sends it in deep. Nice play by... Oh, that was picked off by UCC there in the zone. Shot, saved by Clement. Yeah, that was just picked off. Mid-pass there, and he walked in, got a shot off. Clement well positioned, ready to address the puck. Myers winning that puck back to the face-off. Zhang with it, rings it off the boards towards Charles. Charles pushes past his defender, comes in. Charles with a shot, saved by the goalie. He didn't know where that was, but the defenseman picks it up, sends it up the boards, and they clear their zone. Before it was pushed back into their zone, Charles in after, pretty aggressive there. UCC clears it out of their zone. Newbury quickly after it, puts on the brakes. Trying to hit Charles. UCC with a shot, right on net. Clement with the blocker, he put it up into the meshing, so we'll have a face-off in the Myers zone here at 9:26 of the opening frame. Go scramble there at center. But the hoop pushed it back for Mullins. UCC puts it right out front. Backhand out front. Hit a couple skates and stayed out. Now UCC sends it back to the point. They send it back in behind the net. Mullins hits his guy. DeHoog with it, pushes it past his. Burmeister on it, sends it up to Ethan. Ethan springs loose right over the blue line. He comes in. Ethan with a shot. Oh! Just over the net. Penalty coming up against probably UCC for hooking. I'm assuming it's UCC. Yeah, it is. At 8:52. So face off in their zone. Myers on a power play for 2 minutes here, or less. Myers win that face off, back to the point. Back to Hayward, he's battling with his guy there, and then UCC picks it up, sends it down the ice. To who? To Zhang. Zhang carries it in, sends it to the corner and chases it down. UCC picks it up from behind the net, and they rifle it down the ice. Nope. Hoog stopped it just over the blue line and sends it right back in. Watsy in there recovers it, sends it cross ice towards DeHoo. He keeps it in. Nice play by DeHoo. He sends it the opposite corner. Watsy goes in after it, picks it up, spins around a couple of times with the puck in the corner. Hayward in there for some support. Sends it back to Muse. Muse back to Watsy. Watsy with a shot, hit a player, and then that guy sends it down the full length of the ice. Line change both sides. Musey up to Newbury. Newbury sends it in deep. Ethan after it. That was pushed up the boards to Charles. Charles to Muse. Muse with a shot towards the net. Picked up by Ben. Shot in the goal. Nice goal by Ben Hedinga. Myers picking up the opening goal here at 7:40 of the first period. Great job by the power play unit here. 1-0 Myers. Hand win that face-off back to Yao. Yao along the boards. Clears the zone. UCC picks it up just outside the blue line, then reverses it back over. Barber with it now. Sent towards Yao. Yao tried to spring Ben. That puck ends up. Oh, that'll be icing. .720. Face off back in the Myers zone. Linesman tossing Watsy, not sure what he did there. Myers winning that face-off. Quick shot on net. Clement with the save. 7-17. That was fast. Myers winning that face-off. Whoa! UCC got a shot, but it was cleared out. Just bounced over. Nice play by Watts here over to Yao. Yao with it. He carries it over the blue line. Offside. 6:59. Face-off will be just outside the UCC zone here. Myers winning that face-off. Bainan pushes it in. DeHoo going in after it like a madman here. The UCC manages to clear. Now he's coming in. Clement with the save. Couldn't get much of a backhand. Bainan had him tied up pretty good. UCC keeping it in. He gets hit behind the net by Musey there. Musey takes a hit, but didn't phase him. The puck got up to Ethan. Ethan cross ice to Burmaster. Burmaster over the blue line. He sends it in behind the net. UCC picks it up and cycles it along the boards. Trying to make a lead pass, but that was picked off by Zhang. Zhang with it behind the net. Sends it into the slot. Oh my gosh, he just missed Bainan. Barber now with it. Sends it up the boards to Ben. Ben deflects it in. Oh, just got in over the blue line, then UCC sent it back out. Barber tossed it back in right on net. 5:50, we find ourselves in their zone for a face-off. UCC winning that face-off back to the defense. They send it up the boards, but that was kept in by Barber. He sends it into their corner. Hand was after it. Zhang pinches in on the opposite side and sends it right around the other end. Hayward pinching in and keeping it in. Hand trying to keep it in there. It's stuck right there on the blue line. UCC clears it out. Now they come up over the Myers blue line. Saucer pass over. just over Nolan's stick. He couldn't capture it. And he gets hit by a couple of guys in the corner. They still come out with the puck. Sending it to the slot, poked free by Zhang. Zhang now turning on the Jets. Blowing past his defenseman. Shot, oh, just wide. There's Charles with it. Charles with a shot right on net. Holy smokes, the goalie had to sprawl for that one. Mullen sends it in, but then it bounces off the skate right back out. Here comes Newbury. Newbury to Charles. Charles with a quick release. Goalie made the save. UCC tried to break in. A couple of them blew a tire there. Watsy picks it up. That was intercepted. And this puck is changing hands more often than I can count. Newbury flips it over to Charles. Charles over the blue line, one-on-one. Looks for an option, cross-ice pass. Trying to hit Yao with that. Yao with the puck. Shot. Up high. Holy smokes. Mullen sends it in deep. Cycles around the boards all the way to the other side. Yao gets another shot off, but that was blocked by UCC. Clears his own, sends it down the ice. It's Newbury with it. Trying to hit Muncie. UCC now put it in right on net. Yao picks it up. He skates out. He's over the blue line. Takes it deep into the corner. Sends it right out front for Charles. Charles picking it up. Sends it to the hoop. That shot went out of play. Got deflected out of play. So 3:40 left in this opening frame. Face off in the UCC zone. 1-0 Myers. UCC with the puck behind the net. They send it up along the boards. They clear their zone. Nice pick off by Bayman. And he's battling in the corner with a couple of guys. Using there for some support, but they pick it up. Shot and a goal. 3:18. That was UCC behind the net, and they had a guy open out front. And Scapelholman, number 65, just passed it over to number 96, whoever that kid is, and picked up the goal at 3:18 to even it out. Myers winning that face-off. That went back and forth. Ended up in the Myers zone. Zhang sends it to Hayward. Hayward with it, sends it up the boards. He tried to hit Hedinga, who looked like he had a good head start. And Hayward over to Zhang. That went off the skate and kept in the zone. Hand with it. Sends it up the boards. Hand picks it back up. Hits Hedinga. Ooh, I don't know about that hit. That clears cross ice to Hedinga. He's going over the blue line. Oh, UCC clears it, then Hayward sends it back in. Myers doing a partial line change as UCC is cycling the puck amongst themselves deep in their zone. That's Watsy, picks it up, backhand from his knees, got a shot on net. Goalie made the save. What an effort there. Right from his knees. UCC trying to come in, but that was cleared out. Now Newbury picks it up. Newbury over the blue line. Oh, just offside. It could have been considered after the fact. Newbury. Looks like Newbury is down. Trainers out there with Newbury. He got hit after. No, I didn't. Ref and the linesmen are talking. I'm not sure they're going to call anything, but whistle blew and then he got hit. Trainer Andrew out there with him. Okay, he's getting up. Captain going over to pick up his stick and glove. Looks like Paisley may have been the one that hit him, and if it was, real class act to go over after and tap Newbury. It appears it wasn't, it was accidental. He didn't mean to hit him. Hopefully he's heading over to the change room with the trainer. Myers winning that face-off. Nice play. Got Tawatsi, carries it over the blue line. Shot. That got deflected up and high. Out of play. So face-off in Cyclone zone. With a minute 49 left here in the first period. UCC picking that puck off with a face-off. They make their way down the ice. They send it in deep. But Yao in after it. He picks it up. He's got Charles for support. The UCC is there. They put it right to the slot. Hit their player in the... Oh, it's out of play. Hit their player in the skate so he couldn't get a shot off. And then Charles cleared it out of the zone. Up over the glass. UCC with the puck. Dump it back to the corner. Nailed by hand. Allows Lou to pick it up. Sends it up to Burmaster. Burmaster sends it in. He gives chase. UCC picks it up. He's looking for options. Sends it to his forward and backhands it forward here. And they pick it up. Come right into the zone. Bainan tried to smoke this guy, but the other guy just avoided that hit. Hand with it. Pass towards Ethan, who deflected it, but then UCC sends it back in deep. Bainan hits his guy, and UCC trying to keep it in, and they do. They send it back in behind the net. Bainan on it. Bainan try to clear it, hit a player, and then Hand picks it up and backhands it down the ice. UCC with it, D-to-D pass. Hadinga in after it. He starts pinching in. Same with Barber. He takes a hit but keeps the puck in play. Two guys trying to hit Musi, but unsuccessfully. He sends it in deep, and then that ends it. They're trying to set something up here for a pass out front. That was Barber behind the net, but whistle blew. So that ends the first period. Tie game so far. Interesting first period. Hopefully Newbury will be okay. I haven't seen him or the trainer back yet. right, here we go. Getting ready for the second period here. 20 minutes. Puck drop. Picked up by Bainan. He dumps it in deep. Dahugan there real fast. But UCC moves it up the boards. Pinched in by Muse. Sends it in deep. Little tire. Watsy picks it up. Puts it in the slot. Holy smokes. Nice shot by Charles. Goalie had the glove open there and snagged that one. Myers went that face off. Bainan pushes it forward. Hand in behind the net to pick it up. He pushes into the corner to Ethan. Ethan and Muse. Muse with a shot. That was deflected down by Burmaster. Just wide of the net. Bainan pinching in. Muse behind the net. They cycle it along the boards. Musey keeping it in. Burmaster there. It's still in play. Ethan pokes it forward and goes after it. UCC reverses it to the opposite side. Watsy picks it off out front, and what a goal! Holy smokes! Watsy to Ethan, and Myers picking up the second goal of the game at 19:01 of the second period. That hit the post on the inside edge and popped right in. Nice goal. UCC winning that face-off, and that hit the netting. That's whistled down. Guy's a little slow on the clock here. Don't understand that call. And maybe because it was deflected out. Anyways, face off won by Myers, back to Hayward. Hayward pushing it up. Barber in there with Zhang, but UCC picks it up. They come over the blue line. Try to center it, but Zhang takes out his man. Now Dahouk picks up the puck. He's moving up the boards with it. Still with it. The UCC picked it off. Now they're over the blue line. Tied up in the corner there by, I believe that's Hayward, yep. Myers clearing the zone. That's Ben now. Ben with Barber. Ben trying to move in, but UCC picks it up and cycles it up along the boards. Zhang pinching in. Dahouk picking it up now. He sends it back in deep behind the net. UCC pushing it up the boards. They clear the zone. Hayward on it. Oh, meant for a pass, but it's all right. Zhang picked it up. Oh, picked off by Newbury. He puts on the brakes. Almost got away with a shot, but UCC picked it up and clears his zone before Myers sends it back in. Now UCC sends it down the ice. That'll be icing. 17:43. Yeah, face off in the UCC zone. UCC kicking that forward, clearing the zone. Yao trying to play it. Nice job. Dekes out the guy. He's got two with him. Yao coming in. Sends it to Charles. Charles with a shot. Ho-ho. Almost got that goal. Popped out. And UCC picks it up and sends it down the ice. Watsy intercepts it just past center and gives it over to Charles. Charles trying to come in, but UCC picked that off. Now they bounce it into the zone. Mullins back there, sends it to safety, and he picks it up behind the net. Mullins hits his guy. Allowing Newbury, he is back. That's good. Good to see him back. They hit Watsy with a pass. Watsy runs over his guy. Forces the puck in. Burmaster going in there. Sends the puck behind the net. Nice hit by Charles. Just smokes his guy. Yeah, with it. Sends it back in. UCC with it. Trying to clear the zone, and they finally do. They pick up the puck. Ethan after his guy. UCC. Oh, they send it right across the crease. And nobody there. So Burmaster sends it behind the net. That's to Hand. Hand reverses it back the other way. Burmaster. Nope, UCC picked it up and they sent it back behind the net, the opposite side. And that's deflected forward up to Hand. Hand racing up with Burmaster. Ethan trailing. Nice pass, Burmaster with a shot. Oh, goalie made the save. Burmaster still on it behind the net. Reverses, sends it into the slot. They're trying to bang it. Oh, and the goalie pounces on it there. At 15-50. We have face-off in the UCC zone. Ben with it, sends it cross ice to Muse. Muse banks it in towards Barber. Barber in the corner. UCC kicks it back out to Musey. Takes a shot. Right on net. Puck loose out front. And UCC sends it behind the net. Opposite way. Try to clear it. Bainan picks it up and sends it right back in. Barber in after it. Coughs it out to Ben. Couldn't get a shot off. He had a guy tying him up. Musey with it. Sends it right into the slot. The UCC picks that up, and now they make their way down the ice, sending it in deep. Come out there to slow the puck down for Bainan. Bainan with the puck in the corner. UCC picked that off. Nice stick by Tahoot there. Giving support to Bainan. They send the puck up the boards the other way, but UCC keeps it in, sends it right back in. They have it in the corner. Hayward picks it up from behind the net. Backhand up to Ben. Ben deflects it in. They go off for a line change. The goalie stops it. Plays it up to his guys, but oh, they pick it up over the blue line. In the corner, behind the net. Puts it right out front. They were tied up. UCC with it. Back to the point. D-to-D pass. Shot. Didn't hit anybody. It was going wide and went clear wide. Nice play by Newbury there. Pokes it past his guy. He's got Charles with him. Oh! Almost hit Charles, and then Watsy was trailing. Two guys going into the corner. UCC comes out with it. Send it right out front. Shot and a goal. That was... he was open on the far side there. Clement was addressing the shooter. It slid right across the crease to the open guy at the far post. Tie game, 13:56 of the second period. Myers in that face-off. Ethan from his knees. Got it back to Yao. Yao sends it in. Burmaster in after it. UCC clears it. Then Myers sends it right back in. Burmaster and Yu on it. UCC sent it down the ice. Mullins after it. Cycles it along the boards. Far side. UCC sends it back in. And they pick it back up. They get it back to the point. Shot, that was deflected. Picked up by Burmaster. Burmaster nicely passed to Ethan, just bounced over his stick. Holy smokes, that would have been beautiful. Then UCC sends it all the way down. That'll be icing. 13:05, we'll have a face-off in the UCC zone. That was Burmaster breaking out of his zone, looking up ice, saw Ethan. Made the pass. I think it just touched the UCC player's stick and Just couldn't get a handle of it, otherwise he was gone. Medinga, Barber, and DeHoog in the corner there. They get it back to Bainan. Penalty coming up against Myers. .12:53. Myers on their first penalty kill. Myers winning that face-off. Mullins with it behind the net. UCC picks it up. They try to jam it in short side. They're digging in. Clément's keeping it out. Jeez. How long till they whistle that down? .12:45 left in the second period. 1:52 left to the penalty to Myers. UCC center got tossed. Myers winning that face-off back to Bainan. Job by hand there. He picks it up over the blue line. Coming in. Shot in the short side. Medinga with it. He's tying it up there. He's got a couple guys on him. Doing a fine job. Look at that. Good job beating up some precious time there. UCC sending it down the ice. Bainan picks it up and sends it right back into their zone. Hand in after, same with Medinga. Hand picks it up and sends it deep in their zone. Myers doing the line change. UCC offside. .12:02 left in the second period. 1:09 left in the penalty kill for Myers. Myers winning that face-off. Bainan back to Yao. Just kind of missed. Sorry, Charles. UCC picks it up. Oh! A little too many stick handle. How she goes. UCC with it, cycling it around the far side. They send it right into the slot. Man down. UCC recover that puck. UCC with it in the corner behind the goal line. Send it up the boards. Watsy there clears it down the ice. He gives chase. 30 seconds left here. Watsy putting good pressure on Paisley there. Watsy picking up the puck. Sends it right to the slot where Charles was. Almost connected. Charles picks it up and sends it down the ice. 10 seconds left here. Newbury picks it up. He's behind the net with it. He's circling around, killing time. That's it. Even strength hockey. Burmaster now with it. He gets it over the blue line. He's got Newbury with him, but he also had 3 guys on him. And they send it down the ice, but Yao picks it up. Gives it to DeHoog, who backhands it into their zone. Kept in by DeHoog. Good job. Sends it over to Newbury. No, Burmaster. Burmaster to DeHoog. DeHoog with it. DeHoog sending it to the slot, but UCC picked it up and sent it down the ice. That'll be icing. .10:15 of the second period. We find ourselves in the UCC zone. A lot of pressure put on UCC by Myers in that last scramble there. Only option they had was to ice it. Myers winning that face-off. Back to the point. Shot on net. Hand with it. Hit the post. Kept out somehow. No idea. Hand back to Hayward. Hayward with a shot. Lou tried to deflect it. Lou with another shot on net. Hayward with it. Sends it back to Hand. Hand towards Lou in the corner. Lou getting a hit. Didn't phase him. Hadinga with it. And then UCC finally clears their zone. They couldn't control the puck. So Myers sends it back up the ice. Here we go. We got Hadinga and Hand coming in. Hadinga sent it across ice to Hand. He was tied up, but he picks up the puck, sends it back into the corner for Hadinga. Myers doing a line change, so it gives Cyclones a chance to cycle it amongst themselves in their zone, and then they clear the zone, send it all the way down the ice, rolling towards the net. Clement playing that for Zhang. Zhang up to Hayward. Hayward hits Charles. He comes in over the blue line. He's got Newbury and Watsy. Hit Watsy. Sends it back to the point. Hayward. Hayward sends it in deep. Newbury in after it. He tied up a couple guys. Ends up in the corner where Muse pinches in to help play. He's got the puck. Nice saucer pass to Hayward. Hayward with a shot to the corner. Watsy hits his guy, and UCC picks up the puck and sends it all the way down the ice again. Not icing. That was waved off. So Hayward sends it to Musey. He sends it back to him. He's looking for options. Looks up the boards. Sees Charles. He deflects it to Watsy. Watsy walks through a couple of guys. Almost pulled that off. And then UCC clears their zone back to Bainan. Bainan to Musey. Musey to Bainan. Bainan coming up over center. Now over the blue line. Bainan coming in. Sends it behind the net for Burmaster. He chases it down the corner, picks it up, puts on the brakes, reverses course, sends it to Hand in the corner. Hand's got a couple guys on him. Burmaster comes in for some support. Little mix up there. UCC comes out with it. Now they clear their zone. Nice pass by Bainan to Burmaster, who sends it right back in. Hand going in 100 miles an hour. The UCC clears their zone. So Yao picks it up and sends it back in. The Hoog trying to chase that down, and then UCC sends it down a length of the ice, and that'll be icing at 7:28. Tie game, second period. UCC winning that face-off, but Hadinga picked that up off the face-off and got a shot off. Goalie made the save. UCC sends it down the ice. That'll be icing again. 17-14. Back in the Cyclone zone. Myers win that face-off, back to Yao. Yao to Ethan. Ethan back to Yao. Yao steps in with a backhand towards the net. Watsy picks it up in the corner. Gets away from a guy. Sends it right into the slot. UCC sends it to safety there. Charles gets it back to Yao. Yao with a shot towards the net. That was risky. UCC let that slide into the corner. Now they pick it up. Failed to clear. Ben on it. And then they clear. Watsy spins around, shoots it right back in deep into their zone. They go off for a line change. UCC tried to spring somebody, but Yao was there, picked it off and sent it back up. So back and forth here. UCC having a hard time clearing it. Yao pinching in, sends it right to the slot, hits Charles. Charles with a screen shot and a goal! 5-hole goal for Charles. Beautiful play by Yao pinching in, getting it to Charles. Charles spun around, used a defenseman as a screen. Hard shot along the ice, right in the 5-hole. Myers picking up the lead once again. For the third time in the game. 3-2 Myers. Myers win that face-off back to Hayward. Hayward pushes it up the boards. Who carrying it in. That got kicked out. Watsy saucer pass over to Zhang. Oh. Ooh, that was close. Just offside here at 5:57. UCC winning that face-off, but who punches it forward? Watsy with it. Watsy with a shot towards the net. It goes wide. Back to Zhang. Zhang with a shot to the slot. Shot by who almost got that shot. They're banging away at it. That's whistled down. Holy smokes, Watsy and DeHoog in there. I'd hate to be that goalie. 5:39 left in the second period. UCC sending it up the boards. They clear the ice, but Watsy quickly picks it up. Saucer pass to Hayward, who sends it in deep. DeHoog and Burmaster in after it. UCC send a big hit by Zhang. Puck picked up by DeHoog. DeHoog gives it over to Hayward. Hayward with a shot towards the net. Goalie with a save. DeHoog back towards Hayward. He's got a couple guys on him though. And then UCC dumps it all the way down the ice. Icing. .506 left in the second period. What a hit by Zhang. Holy smokes. Gotta bring back Rock and Sock 'em. Rock 'em, Sock 'em. I didn't say it right. UCC with the puck, they clear the zone, send it down the ice. Bainan chasing it down. Got a couple guys on him. They keep the puck in play just behind the net there. UCC with it. Loose there, tried to spin, take a shot right out front. Nothing came of that. Barber on it, sends it up ice, hits a Dinga. Dinga tries to backhand it in. UCC picks it up right away though, and then they clear their zone. Oh, I was missed there. Lucy picks it up, takes a hit, picks up the puck again, sends it to Hidinga, who gets it over to Barber. Barber with a shot on net. Well, no, just wide. Lucy pinching in. Dinga back there with the puck. He gets coughed into the corner. Now UCC with it. They misplay it behind their net. Bainan pinches in, takes a big hit. He's okay. He's smiling. Watsy sends it over to Barber. Barber with a shot on net. Goalie makes a save. Jin picks it up, skates around a few people. He's got the puck behind the net, looking for options. Tried to send it to the slot towards Musi. He backhands it towards Watsy. Just bounced over his stick into the corner, so he sends it back behind the net. Charles back there. Got to Newbury. Now UCC. Oh, barely cleared their zone. Send it down the ice. Not enough for icing. Bainan sends it up the boards towards Musi. He gives it to Watsy. Watsy springs Charles. Charles coming in. Charles had the goalie beat. Couldn't pull the backhand off. And now UCC coming the opposite way. Shot and a goal. Isn't that the way it happens? You go hard one way, you get caught, and then they race back the other way. And I mean, we've pulled it off. We've pulled it off a number of times. Tie game, 2:59. Still lots of hockey left. Not worried about that at all. DeHoog winning that face-off, getting it back to Mullins. Mullins now saucers it up into the zone. DeHoog in after it. Liu the opposite side. He chases it down. He tries to put it to the slot. Picked up by Burmaster. Burmaster still with it. Oh. That hit a player and bounced out. Otherwise, it looked like it was going towards the hoop. UCC putting it up the boards. They clear their zone. Send it into the corner and chase it down. Ties it up in the corner. DeHoop pokes a free. UCC sends it right back in. Mullins hits his guy. UCC picks up the puck there. DeHoop back there to help. UCC sending it to the point. Shot. Took a funny deflection up high. All right. Hit a high stick there. 2:03. We got a face off in the outside the Meyer zone. That was deflected by one of the UCC players. Myers win that face-off back to Hayward. He pushes up the boards towards Hedinga, bounces past everybody and into the UCC zone. Hedinga in there, takes his guy out. Shot by Hedinga, nice pass by Hand. We started with Barber back there, tied up his guy. Then Hand walked in, picked up the puck and died to Hedinga, who got a nice shot off. That puck sent back into the Myers zone. Zhang reverses it out of the zone. Send it right back in. Hayward on it. Gets it to Zhang. Oh, I'm not sure what this is. Offside? Looks like it's offside. So face off in the UCC zone. UCC winning that face off. They rattle it up along the boards. Hayward pinches in, sends it back in, and then just the back and forth here between Hayward and them. Charles tried to hit Newbury, deflected off the stick. Oh, Newbury, nice little back pocket play there. Myers sending it in. Watsy in after it. Hits his guy. Charles tying up his guy. Watsy back to Charles. Charles to Zhang. Zhang cross ice to Newbury. Newbury gets pushed down from behind. Newbury try to kick it back to Zhang. Oh, that's offside. How do we get to 44 seconds? This guy doesn't stop the clock. I mean, he doesn't start the clock. Face-off just outside the UCC zone. Liu wins that back to Bain and try to push it in, and then UCC picks it up and sends it down the ice into the Meyer zone. Icing. .32 seconds left in the period. Face-off in the UCC zone. Great opportunity for the boys to bang one in here and finish off the second period. Tahoog getting it back to Ethan. Ethan sending it in deep. Tahoog behind the net. Reverses course. He's got two guys on him. Ethan for support. Ethan with it in the corner. Muse sends it back in to Tahoog. UCC picks it up, rattles it along the boards opposite side. They send it down the ice. That should have been icing, but ended the period. Tie game. Third period coming up.
Hey, Beach. So, I will send you the
Put it on mute for now. They're going to flood the ice, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the last 20-minute period. And we're back, third period. 20 minutes ago, fresh sheet of ice. Boys slowly making their way on the ice. So starting lineup here for the third period. Muse and Bainin out back. Charles, Watsy, and Newbury out front. And of course we got Clement Nuts. Here we go, third period. 3 goals apiece. Myers win that face-off. Charles pushes it forward over the blue line. He comes in, sends it to the slot. Newbury with a shot. Oh, nice attempt there by Newbury. Got deflected into the corner. Now they're just trying to work it out there. Watsy drops back to the point, picks up the puck, sends it in. Charles picks up the puck and gives it to Newbury. Newbury tried to get a shot off, but there's a UCC guy right on him. Bainin scoops it back in deep. Newbury and Watsy back there. That got kicked out to the front. Watsy, Musey sends it to the corner towards Watsy. Picks it up, sends it to the slot. Oh. Watsy picks it up again. Shot towards the net. That gets deflected on the near side. UCC picking it up. They send it up the boards, but Bainin pinches in, keeps it in play. Gives it to Watsy. Watsy sends it back to the point where Charles is. He gets a shot off on net. Really makes a save, sends it to the corner. Bainin tosses it in. He smoked his guy. UCC having a miserable time trying to clear it. Still kept in. I don't know what that's for. They called that offside. What? Bainin got a penalty? What was that for? Head contact? Wow. Didn't see that at all. Not sure about that. Myers winning the face-off. They send it along the boards to the opposite side. UCC keeps it in. They send it behind the net. Behind the goal line now. They send it back to the point. To the corner. Now behind the net. Working on the opposite side. Sent to the top of the face-off circle. Now to the point. D-to-D pass. Shot up high, way over the net. They recover the puck. Send it back behind the net. UCC still with possession here. UCC now trying to walk out front. That was picked off. Burmaster sends it down the length of the ice. UCC with a puck in their zone. They break out. Picked off by Zhang. He picks it up over the blue line, one-on-one. Shot on net and a goal! Zhang with a shorthanded goal at 17:36. What a goal. 17:36. Myers still with 50 minutes to kill here. Myers picking up the 4th lead in the game, 4-3. UCC picking up that puck off the faceoff, trying to force it in, but picked up by Zhang. He sends it deep into their zone. Rings right out, and then Ben sends it in. UCC trying to gather themselves here and make a spring pass up forward. Hayward on it though. Takes his man, allowing Ben to push the puck up the boards, but UCC sends it back in. Nope. Ben picks it off, try to clear it. UCC picked it off. They got a shot, deflected up high. Now UCC with the puck along the boards in the face-off circle. Penalty over now. Watson with the puck over the blue line. Watsy still with it. Saucer pass back to Mullins. That would be whistled offside. 16:36. Watsy went in deep. Mullins was racing in. Watsy just kind of feathered it back to him. UCC winning that face off deep. Cross ice pass. Newbury picks that off. Ends up on Watsy's stick. Watsy with a shot. That was a bullet. Went off the goalie into the corner. Yeah, with it now. Sends it behind the net. Newbury picks it up. Sends it towards Charles. Charles through the slot. It made it all the way back to Yao. Takes a shot out wide. Mullins sends it in. Charles chasing it down behind the net. Pushes the boards to Yao. Yao evades this guy, but gets tripped up. Oh yeah, there's a call on the play. Clement racing off the ice. Ethan with it. Ethan, nice pass to Watsy. 6 on 5. Watsy sends it in. Charles after. Why did they whistle it down? Why did they whistle it down? They didn't have possession. Because what?
They were about to touch it.
That makes no sense. About 15:33 left in the third period. I guess you don't have to touch the puck and get possession anymore. But. Newbury keeps it in. And UCC picks it up. Sends it down the ice. Came out of the net. Slows it down for Busey. Up to Newbury. Newbury across ice to Charles. Charles to Ethan. Just offside. .15 left in the third, 1:42 left in the power play for Myers. Charles carrying it in, Hidinga out front. Charles tried to send it right out front to Hidinga. Didn't quite connect. Charles now. Back to Newbury. Newbury back to Charles. Charles tried to hit Muse, but then a UCC player intercepted that pass and sent it into the Myers. Charles picking it up. Pass up to Musey. Musey tried to hit Ethan, deflected off a UCC player, but Ethan picks it up, brings it over the blue line. He's in there, sends it back to DeHoog. DeHoog backhand towards Watsy. He's in the corner, goes behind the net with some speed. He's got the puck, racing towards the blue line. Drop pass to DeHoog. DeHoog to Ethan. Ethan right out front. Hidinga almost got a second goal there, and Hidinga with a goal. Hidinga with his second goal of the game at 14:21. Myers taking a 5-3 lead. Is that his second power play goal? Yeah.
He was on fire today.
Hidinga with a second power play goal. So that ends the penalty for UCC. Yeah, with it. Saw Barber on the far side. Just hit one of the UCC sticks. They pick it off. They try to come in, but that was picked off by Ben. Ben now racing up the ice with it. Sends it past his guy. He goes into the corner, chases it down, hits his guy. Hand in there. UCC picks it up. They're skating up the ice. Try to cut in. Failed. Mullins muffled that. UCC. Nope. Hand up to Barber. Barber cross ice to Hidinga. Hidinga sends it to the far corner, but Myers doing the line change. Charles racing in there. Watsy pushes it past this guy. Charles chases it down to the corner. Watsy in the slot. Same with Newbury. He's in the high slot. That gets kicked back to Bainan. Watsy to Charles. Charles in the corner with it. Sends it cross ice right through the crease. Newbury picks it up in the far corner. Then UCC snagged that. A lot of back and forth here. Watsy with it. He's in the corner. Gives it to Newbury. Newbury back to Bainan. Bainan sends it across ice. And UCC picks it up, sends it down the ice, so that'll be icing. .12:41 left in this third period. 5-3 Myers. Who in the face-off circle here? Who wins the face-off back to Ethan? We try to push it back to Hayward. Went off a UCC player's stick. Just deflected it. Set it off course. Hayward keeping it in play momentarily, and then UCC tried to send it back down the ice. Ethan pinching back there, gives it to Zhang. Zhang hit the hoop, but then took a funny bounce. UCC picks it up. Tried to get a shot off, but didn't go anywhere. Oh! Misread there. Nice job by Ethan picking up that puck. UCC sends it back in the Myers zone. Zhang back there, sends it towards Hayward. Hayward tried to hit Burmaster, went off the boards into the UCC zone. With it to Zhang. Took a couple bounces. UCC ended up with it. Zhang picks it off. And backhands it in deep. He goes off for a line change. UCC trying to clear it. Bedinga picks it up. He walks in, puts a shot on net. Goalie got the pad on it and smothered it at 11:16. UCC winning that face-off, send it down the length of the ice, and that'll be icing. 11:10. 11:09 now. Timekeeper trying to make up his mind. Charles with a shot right off the face-off. Watsy sent it back to him. Went wide and out of the zone. UCC now coming up the other way. They send it into the corner. UCC sending it up the boards. Mullins now with it. Sends it up to Watsy. Watsy backhands it in. Mullins pinching in with Charles. Charles picks up the puck. It's back to Yao. Yao trying to get it to Charles. Oh, kept in by Watsy. Now Charles. Charles with a shot. Holy smokes. The goalie got just enough of that unintentionally to send it up into the mesh. 10:27 left in this third period. Timekeeper just informed the linesman that's the last puck. Myers winning that face-off back to Bainan. Bainan with a shot, hit a body. Bainan to Ethan. Oh, backhand pass. UCC picked it up. Loose puck. Holy smokes. So that was a little misplay with a backhand pass. Picked up by UCC. They went to take a shot. Clement went to go snaggle it. That should be interference, and that is. That's a headshot. Well, calling it cross-checking, not a headshot. 9:57. That was a shot on Ethan. I'm telling you, that kid's been taking quite a few shots. Looks okay. Trainer came out to address it. Why are they calling it here? It's a penalty! Opposite side! Alright. They picked up a penalty. And they're doing the face-off just outside the Meyer zone instead of inside the UCC zone. That's hilarious. Anyways, Myers winning that face-off. That's Zhang with the puck. Offside. The way these guys are reffing, that should be a goal for UCC for the offside. UCC winning that face-off. They try to clear the zone. And they finally do, down the ice. Clement stops that. Puts it behind the net for Zhang. Zhang now hits Watsy. Watsy cross ice to Kahoo. Kahoo carries it in. Right off the face-off circle through the slot. Nobody there. Zhang picks it up. That was pushed back to the blue line, but the hoop got there quick, kept it in place, sends it behind the net to Hayward. Hayward now with it. He gets it back to DeHoop. DeHoop sends it back in deep for Hayward. Watsy sends it up the boards the opposite side to Zhang. Zhang back to Watsy. And then they had to clear the zone. Try to make their way over, but nice play by Hayward. Ties up his man. Burmaster sends it in deep. Muse in after it. He's got the puck in the corner. Takes a high hit to the face. Keeps the puck in play. Charles to Newbury. Newbury to the corner for Lou. Lou back to Newbury. Newbury cross ice pass to Lou. Sorry, Charles. Charles took a shot. That's Newbury. Newbury picks it back up. Gets it over to Musey. Musey with a shot on net. Nope, that was blocked before it got to the net. And then UCC sends it down the length of the ice. On net. Clement stops it. Leaves it for Musey. Penalty over. Ethan with it. He walks in. Ethan with a screen shot. Hit the defenseman, so it goes to the corner. Charles picks it up. But then UCC had a couple of guys on him, so they cycle it around the other side and out of the zone. Down the ice, hand in after it. Newbury hit Reese from the backhand, but UCC was right there behind him. Clement out of the net. Stop the puck for hand. He leaves it for Zhang, pushes it up to Charles. Charles walking in. Oh, just lost control of the puck there. He's in the corner with it, gets it back to Zhang. Zhang with a shot towards the net to Burmaster. Burmaster got it to hand. I think there might be a penalty coming against UCC for slashing against Hayward, because Hayward was pinching in and then got his stick knocked out of his hand. So here we go at 6:54. Myers picking up another power play here. UCC winning that face-off, setting it up the boards. All the way down. Zhang with it behind the net. He hits Watsy. Watsy chips it in past his defender, chases it down, sends it along the boards to Hayward. Hayward back to Watsy. Then UCC, that just went off his stick, so UCC picked it up and sent it down. Zhang again with it behind the net. It's Hayward, back to Watsy. Watsy sends it opposite side of the boards to Hoop there. Hoop sends it back behind the net towards Hayward. But UCC gets their hands on it and they clear the zone. 1 minute left in this power play for Myers. UCC spits it up, but usually on it. Saucers it to Burmaster, but UCC is there on the corner. They pick it up. Oh, big hit by Watsy. That was a clean hit. That was a clean hit. That was a clean hit. Don't like seeing kids hurt though, but 5:41 left in the third period. 5-3 Myers. 47 seconds left. And the penalty to UCC. Myers picking up a penalty. These guys are talking. Let's see what they got to say. They're trying to make a decision. They don't know what it is. So they toss Watsy. Coaches are absolutely furious, and rightfully so. These donkeys have had something against their staff here. Kids up now.
No, it's all right.
5-minute major to Watsy, unfortunately.
But I see when I saw the head, the whole body bouncing something, bouncing from the So
Terrible call. It was a big hit, not going to deny it. But it wasn't dirty. So 4-on-4 hockey for 45 seconds. 44 now. UCC with it, send it behind the net. Hand on it. Hand clears the zone. Bainion picking it up. Bainion trying to pass the hand. Sends it into the zone. Hand picks it up. Nice play. Charles in there as well. Zhang picks it up and sends it right back in. So that's it. We got 5-on-4 hockey for 4 minutes and 10 seconds now. Ethan getting the puck and sending it down the ice into their zone. DeHugen after it. He's chasing it down. Put some pressure on the D there. UCC misplaying that. DeHug picks it up. Pushes it past his defenseman. And headshot here maybe, or are they just going to give UCC a goal? Cross-checking. Okay. It's cross-checking if they do it though. 4:08 left in the period. 3:27 left in the 5-minute major to Myers. 3:27, and UCC picks up a penalty for 2 minutes. So it'll be 4-on-4 hockey for a couple of minutes. Now with the puck, cross ice pass. Oh, Myers getting the goal. Holy smokes. Completely missed that. That was Mullins who put it right out front. That was between Hand and Burmaster there. I believe it's Hand that got that one. Good job, boys. 6-3, short-handed. Well, no, not short-handed. They're 4-on-4. My bad. Who hired this guy? Well, the rest want to call it off. No goal, maybe? Myers win that face-off. Back to Mullins. Mullins with it. Sends it up ice. The linesman blocked that. Burmaster picks it up. He gets dumped. UCC picking up another penalty. They call it tripping. It looked like a WWF body slam. I'm just having fun here, folks. 3:45 left in the third period. 3:04 left in the major to Myers. UCC picking up another 2 minutes. So it'll be 4-on-3. Shot by Ben. Another shot. Oh, just wide of the net. UCC tried to clear it, but they hit a body. Oof. Could have been tripping too, but UCC sends it down the length of the ice. Clement stops it behind the net for... Nope. Newbury left it for Zhang. Zhang to Newbury. Just off his stick and in the zone. UCC tried to send it the length of the ice, but Musi stops it just before the blue line. He circles back, gives it to Zhang. Zhang decides to carry it in over the blue line. 4-on-4 hockey for a bit. Newbury with it. That's in the corner. Odinga with it. Tries to send it out front. One of the UCC guys went down on his knees, blocked that. Now makes a pass out. And sends it in deep. UCC with the puck from behind the net. Zhang picks it up. Hits Newbury. Newbury tried to hit Musi just over the stick. Musi in there pinching. Charles with it over to Hand. Hand carries it in. Then UCC picks up possession, and now they're about to clear. They send it up the boards and down the ice. Bain on it. He's behind the net. Charles was floating high. He was getting ready for a pass. Hayward drops his guy. Charles picks up the puck. He's over the blue line. Tries to deke around the defenseman. Goes behind the net. Sends it back to Kanan. He gives it to Charles. Charles takes it out of the zone. Back to Hayward. UCC pushing it forward. Hand hits his guy. Bumps his guy. Hayward puts it up the boards. UCC picks that up. Try to get a shot on net. And Clement freezes it. He was about to play it. The referee blew the whistle kind of quick. Holy smokes, this timekeeper is terrible. How did we lose all those seconds? I'm going back to 139. I'll stick at 138. UCC with it. They're cycling it along the boards. Send it to the corner. Myers with 50 seconds left to kill. UCC trying to cruise in for a shot. Couldn't get off the two opportunities. They send it back to the point though. Shot towards the net. Hits the back of their own player. And then Myers sends it down the ice. That's DeHoop down there. UCC moving the puck up the ice, over the blue line. Come in, sharp angle shot, saved by Clément, kicked out by DeHoop. UCC with it in the corner, they send it back to the point. Back to the corner. Who's skating up the boards, put it back to the corner. Cross ice pass, right to the slot. Clément was ready there, made the save. DeHoop picking it up, he fires it along the boards. Even strength hockey now. Myers picks up the puck and clears their zone. Send it down the ice. That's Barber chasing down the defenseman. They're moving the puck up quick. Hard shot right on net. Clément saves it. Comes out front. Hughes swallows it up. Tosses it up to Burmaster. Picked off by Mullins. Oh, Mullins tried to hit Newbury there. He sends it in. Get him over. 6-3 win for Myers. Well, you can see how long we've lost our captain for now. Nice win, boys. Much needed. Good job, both sides. Great game. Like, very close. All right, folks, have a great night. See you at the next game.